Hello everybody, look where I am. I'm climbing to the top of a mountain that's not behind me but in front of me. But you can see what kind of landscape I'm in, and it's absolutely fabulous. It's springtime, so even though it kind of looks brown, it's because the bud burst is just coming here. And we still get temperatures down to zero, so down to freeze. So the plants are only just starting to welcome the warmer temperatures and starting to, move their sap and come alive again. So it kind of looks a bit barren, surprisingly, but it actually is the start of spring where everything starts to burst into life and become amazing and vivid again. Anyway, what my little video today is about is an interesting conversation I had yesterday, actually. And it was about doing these kind of activities, like strenuous activities, going for walks or runs or, whatever you call strenuous. And seeing the thoughts, seeing the mind where, maybe you think that's enough, I can't go any further, or I don't want to do any more, or that's enough time, like I've got something better to do. And so you listen to those voices and you stop, or you don't achieve the goal at hand, which mine is to go up to this mountaintop over here. So I've got a ways to go yet. And if you were, I don't know, working out on a treadmill or something like that, and then the voice comes into your head saying, I really should be doing the laundry. If we listen to those voices, well, then we don't do we're not finishing the task at hand and doing what we want to do. We then listen to that voice and chop and change. And basically what the conversation I was having yesterday is the ability to not listen to those voices so that we can be congruent with our desires. And if the desire for me right now is to get to the top of that mountain, to not listen to any voice that tells me I can't, right? Or that, I've got to turn around and go back. Unless it's health-wise or, safety-wise. There's reasons why you would listen to it. But I'm talking about the general chatter, ongoing, doubtful, judgmental voices that we have in our heads that we listen to and have been listening to our life. The conversation I had was how to see those voices and not listen to them. How to play with meditation, the ascension attitudes that we use clearly show us those voices so that we can then choose for the ascension attitudes and not listen to the voices. And break the cycle of the habit of listening to those voices, that habitualness of that voice being normal or being your truth. It's so not your truth. Let me tell you that. It's a conditioning, a pattern. And it's beautiful to see how we are controlled by those voices in our head and how to live by becoming freed of them or free from them. Two different things. One's a process and one's just dropping it right now and realizing it's not true. And so with a meditation practice like what we practice, you have the tools to do that. And then what you start to see is the conditioning, how we go into those voices and listen to them, even if it's just for a minute, and the letting go of them. And then the space that's there, or the presence that's there, or how to be present when we've let go of the voice. And there's also something greater than that. And I just actually said the word, and that's the presence, the underlying reality of everything, the godliness in, I'm going to start walking actually, the godliness in our life, the godliness in everything that's being created. Look at this, it's just super cool, isn't it? Actually, I'll show you where I'm going. So I'm on the road just for a period of time, and then I go up into there, up into that valley. And right behind all those flowering, blossoming trees is a little village, which will probably be the next couple of videos that I do. I'll be up there. I'll do some videos. Oh, I can see it from here. It's way up there. And then there's a mountain behind. Oh, I didn't show you. There's a mountain behind me, and that's the lookout. That's where I'm going. In about an hour and a half, I should be up there. That's my goal anyway. So living from the presence, not just from the present moment, but from the presence, means that you've let go of the mind, you're recognizing life living from this present moment, but then you recognize the eternalness of it, the endlessness, the eternal now. That is the presence. That's different. And from there, you're operating at a premium or a superior way of recognizing life, or your body recognizes its operating system. This is a mountain tour today. Can you see those mountains way back there with the snow on them? Right in that valley. Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty. Look at that. Okay, so anyway, your job is to see those voices, not listen to them, to then recognize what it's like when you don't listen to them and how you're in the present moment. And then from there, recognize the eternalness of this moment, the endlessness, the continuum, which is not a moment now and then another moment. It's not the past moment, the present moment, and the future moment. That's time. But to recognize the continuum and rest yourself in there and see what your day to day is like by living from that eternal moment, okay? I've got to stop talking. Bye.